Hi Sagittarius, welcome back to my channel Tarot C. I'm C and I'm going to be doing your tarot reading, finding out what the messages are with the cards that come through for your reading today. Thank you so much for joining and for being here. So let's begin. Let's find out what comes through. So the first card we have is the Sun card. We do have Leo energy with this. We have the Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Cups. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So with this Queen of Pentacles showing up here at the bottom of the deck, this does feel like an energy of really being in a working situation. I do feel like when it comes to being able to make things work, there is a sense of being committed towards being able to actually put in the effort to make something work. So I do feel like with this Queen of Pentacles, this is about nurturing a connection. And I do feel like also pretty successful energy with being able to actually put that focus towards that. We do have the Sun card, and I do feel like when it comes to the person you're dealing with within your connection, I do feel like there is a sense of being very happy with the connection and where it is at with you, but also just as far as their feelings for you. I do feel like there's a lot of happy energy. I also feel like there is a sense of being in a space where the connection is one that evokes a lot of joy and happiness. But I also feel like even just in times of being able to be around this person, it really makes this person be happy to be able to actually spend time with you. I do feel like with this Queen of Wands, this is a very attractive energy. And I do feel like there is also a very strong presence to the person you're dealing with. I feel like there is a very a silent, or even just there's a certain confidence about them. I feel like it makes them very attractive. I also feel like with this Queen of Wands, this does feel like an energy of being able to get to a place where there is a sense of certainty that brings in a sense of confidence within you, whatever you're trying to manifest within your connection with this person. But also just as far as the feelings that you may have for this person and where things are right now. I do feel like this is an energy of being able to actually feel comfortable with the way things are going. So I feel like it feels like a sense of confidence. I do feel like with the Queen of Cups shown up over here, that this is also about having a nice balanced connection on an emotional level. I do feel like with this Queen of Cups showing up over here, that this does feel like dealing with someone who's quite sincere. I also feel like this person's quite genuine, and I feel like your connection is one that's genuine. I do feel like with this Queen of Cups showing up over here, this does show strong feelings, and I do feel like when it comes to those strong feelings, it's like someone who has a soft spot for you, is even in a space where they have this gentle energy towards you, but it's based upon having that soft spot for you. So I also feel like with that Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, there's a lot of respect within this connection. So I'm going to clarify these cards. So you have the King of Pentacles. And we have the Two of Wands. and the 10 of Wands showing up in the reverse. At the bottom of the deck, we have the 4 of Wands. So with this 4 of Wands showing up here at the bottom of the deck, this does feel like a celebratory energy. I do feel like this is about being in a good place. I also feel like on the horizon could be some reason to celebrate within your connection. I do feel like with that Queen of Wands that this does feel like a pretty intentional energy when it comes to the way things are approached within this connection. I do feel like being able to nurture a connection leads to the connection being able to actually blossom in a way where it is leading to a place where you're really knocking down milestones. And I do feel like there is also a cause to celebrate with that. I do feel like with this 4 of Wands, this does also feel like an energy of either moving or being offered an opportunity to move in with someone or being able to explore that possibility. I do feel like there's a really solid foundation in this connection with this 4 of Wands showing up over here. I also feel like on a practical level, this does feel like a connection where the way of being able to show up in practical ways for each other is also present. I do feel like with the King of Pentacles, this person is quite protective over you. I do feel like this person is actually very happy with what they found, but they don't take it for granted. I do feel like with the King of Pentacles, this is a energy of really prioritizing stability. So I feel like prioritizing security in a connection. And I do feel like you're dealing with someone who is either older or someone who really gets the importance of being able to have that within building a connection. And I do feel like they provide that into this connection with you, but their intention is to make sure they provide that within your connection. I do feel like with the 2 of Wands, this is an energy of planning, and I feel like when it comes to this connection and the way it makes you feel, I do feel like you have considered and thought about the future, but made future plans within this connection. With this 2 of Wands, this does feel like an energy of really thinking about the distance, the future of this connection. And I do feel like there's a lot of excitement around that. It could also involve travel, but with this 10 of Wands showing up in the reverse, this does feel like an energy of being able to have a mutual connection. I do feel like with the 10 of Wands showing up in the reverse, this may be an ending towards having what may have felt like an imbalance in the emotions. I do feel like someone may have been holding back emotionally, making it feel like the emotional load within this connection wasn't being shared. With the 10 of Wands showing up in the reverse, I do feel like there is an end to that on the horizon as well. I do feel like the one-sidedness of a connection being balanced. So I'm going to pull out some more cards to clarify. So we have the hot conversations. And we have retreats. And we have past life relationship. And at the bottom of the deck, we have very soon. So with this hot conversations showing up over here, I do feel like this is an energy of being able to have an understanding when it comes to the intellectual connection between two people. I do feel like there's communication here, but I also feel like it is also communication with a lot of depth. And I do feel like being able to actually connect over conversations. I do feel like there is going to be a conversation, and I feel like it's also going to also really bring about the sense of being able to have clarity that someone is really happy with. I do feel like with this retreat card, this is pertaining to 2 of Wands. This does feel like an opportunity to be able to also travel. I do feel like there is also the opportunity to experience a disconnecting from the world and actually having some private time. I do feel like with this retreat card showing up over here, that this does feel like an offer for even perhaps a trip on the horizon. I do feel like with the past life relationship card showing up over here, that this does have to do with this 10 of Wands showing up in the reverse. I do feel like this is also something about the past in this connection and being able to overcome an obstacle or hurdle within this connection that shows up. I do feel like you are in a space where you're able to actually maintain getting through something that could be posing as a threat, And I feel that there is also a sense of being able to not let that bring this connection down. I do feel like with this past life relationship card showing up over here, this does feel like this could also be past energy. This could be someone from the past coming back around. But I also feel like this could be a challenge from the past coming back around that is unresolved. And I feel that with being able to actually get through it and work it out with this 10 of Wands showing up in the reverse. So I do feel like with this past life relationship, there's also an energy of being able to experience a very deep connection, almost like one where you are recognizing each other on a soul level. So I do feel like the past life energy within this connection especially is something very meaningful and something that's very deep added to this connection. So those are the messages I'm getting with these cards for you, Sagittarius, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye, Sagittarius.